What's up, everybody? Valhalla Sports Talk welcomes you to the SKOL Report for February 2nd, 2022. And we've got breaking news into the Valhalla Sports Talk studios. Jim Harbaugh will not be the coach of our Minnesota Vikings. He will not be the coach. A day-long interview today resulted in Harbaugh heading home to Michigan and informing the media that he was no longer going to be a head coaching candidate for our Minnesota Vikings. My question is, did Jim Harbaugh try to come to Minnesota and secure the bag, ladies and gentlemen? Did he try to come to Minnesota and demand a John Gruden 10-year, $100 million contract? And did the Wilfs say, oh, hell no, dog. Hell no, man. We're still paying them last guys we had working for us. But anyway, the speculation is that the Minnesota Vikings will hire Kevin O'Connell as the head coach as soon as his duties with the Los Angeles Rams are complete. Of course, the Rams in the Super Bowl coming up here in about a week and a couple days. I gotta say that the whole Harbaugh thing for me, if you watch these past few videos, it was pretty obvious that I was not necessarily Team Harbaugh, that I have wanted Kevin O'Connell to be the coach of this team since Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah was hired as the general manager. I wanted a fresh start, get this thing going. Let's see what we could do with a whole new ball game. I didn't want that old school run on first, run on second, pass on third down bull crap again. I wanted something new and fresh. I did see something just before I started recording this video that the last time an offensive coordinator was hired away from a Super Bowl team worked out kind of good. That fella Zach Taylor in Cincinnati was that guy, and he will be leading the Bengals to the Super Bowl coming up in a week or so, right? But anyway, as we like to do here, I like this to be more of an interactive deal. Even if it's a video that I do, even if it's a live stream that we do, I like to hear what the fans of my teams think when something like this goes down. So let's go on over to the Twitter tweets, and we'll glance through some of them. And in the comments below, if you guys will comment on any of this stuff and tell me what you think. Tell me what you think, what your thoughts are about Harbaugh deciding to not coach this team, or maybe the Wilfs deciding that Harbaugh didn't need to coach this team. But as I mentioned, Kevin O'Connell is on our radar now. It sounds like he will be the presumptive head coach of the Minnesota Vikings. Let's go to the alternate screen here and take a look at the pulse. I got a meme board loading or something there, but so I apologize for that. Let me see if I can get rid of that real quick. See if I can make that go away. But yeah, I'm pretty hyped, y'all. I mean, it's a whole new ball game all of a sudden. Whole new ball game, and we're gonna get fresh blood, younger blood in the Minnesota Viking organization, and see what they can do. See if they can bring that first Super Bowl to Minnesota. Excuse me. All right, let's check out some of these comments here. So this guy Will Reggett says, Kevin Tall McVay O'Connell is 6'5", played basketball in high school. Kwesi is 6'4", played for Princeton's JV team. If there was ever a 2-on-2 basketball tournament between all NFL teams, the Vikings would win it easily. Well, there we go. Maybe we can win something there. The Sports Mechanic Jr. says, from the office of the Minnesota Vikings, dear Mr. Harbaugh, thank you for interviewing for the head coach position with the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, there we go. That's his decline letter. Harbaugh staying at Michigan. I don't know. There's going to be some fallout at Michigan. Those Michigan fans were pretty heated all day. Pretty heated all day about this whole deal. Main event news reporting Vikings closing in on Rams offensive coordinator Kevin O'Connell for the head coaching job. There we go. Nate Morrison says, so even though Harbaugh would have been fun, it's time to move on. I can live with it. The overriding sentiment of the Vikings faithful seems to be like, okay, we bought in on the Kool-Aid, and nobody ever brought her Kool-Aid, so let's go ahead and get back to drinking beer. Let's go ahead and get back to drinking beer. But more of the same. I'm excited, y'all. I am way too excited. The guy I wanted all along. The other guy that I had mentioned that I was in on was that Brady. He was hired today by one of the NFL teams to be their quarterback coach. The guy out of LSU that brought Burrow and Chase and Jefferson from that championship LSU team. Quessy was plan B for the Vikings, a distant plan B. Who knows what plan the Vikings are on for head coach? I don't agree with that. Abe Brezen, do you agree with that, chat? WILX News 10 says Jim Harbaugh will stay at Michigan after all, ending his dalliance with a return to the NFL. He's got some bridges to mend. It says the Minnesota Vikings fans aren't happy. Just a quick look through Twitter before I came on. It seemed to me like, for the most part, Vikings fans were kind of okay with it. I mean, you always have your folks that get heated over the simplest of things, and there was obviously some of that as well. But we will move onward and upward. That one just says it's not Harbaugh. Some of this stuff blocked out, obviously. Deal could not be finalized until after the Super Bowl. Vikings miss out on Harbaugh, but ultimately get their first option before the Harbaugh mess and O'Connell. But yeah, a lot of more of the same, a lot of more of the same. But listen, that's going to do it for this video. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch it. I'm still trying to get good at this making video stuff, so I'm learning on the job here. But if you like what you see and have some faith in me, thinking I can make it happen as we go forward here, I ask you to hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, turn on bell notifications. We have a link in the description for our PayPal if you want to support the channel in any way. But thank you so much, and that's going to do it for today's SKOL Report. SKOL to the bowl.